Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast, to the Little Red Mitten podcast. I am Jolyn.
I'm Jill.
So she.
So am I. Oh.
His name is my name too. That stays. Here we are.
Okay, well, I'm Jillian.
That's Jillian.
And apparently I need a coffee or something. I've been tired all morning. I went for a walk. Yeah, tea. I went for a walk this morning, was yawning the whole time. So that's not good.
We should be good today.
It's fine. So how was your week?
I don't know.
Did you do lots of knitting?
I did some knitting. I have some things to show. Do I get to show first?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Some of it's very boring. I need new stuff. So, for those, to remind everybody, or for those who don't know, we are working through our whips. We're calling it our 52 weeks of whips because Jillian had 52 whips. And it was the beginning of the year that we were counting them, and we were going to start, at least for you, doing a little bit of a either 100-day challenge of no casting on or something.
Which is ridiculous. I don't know why I would do such a thing.
Yeah. Well, you've won. You're in it.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing pretty good. But, so we switched it up. So Jillian had 52 whips. I had 29. And we both kind of have the same rules. Mostly rules. Yeah. Finish 4 whips before you can cast on anything new. It's the easiest kind of.
Yeah. I think for me, the first 100 days was no cast-ons.
Yes.
Right? So
you're still.
Well, I'm going to say 3 months because still.
Yeah. So you're still trying to do the 100 days without casting on. Yeah. That's good.
I don't think I finished 4 projects yet either. So.
I haven't finished 4 projects yet. Which could be different if I had chosen things that were closer to the finish or whatever, but no, I have not. So we also are sticking to 4 projects for any given week. We're choosing those 4, and that's what we're focusing on, trying not to spread it too thin. And I don't know about you, but I don't touch. we added an extra rule.
We did.
I don't I could do 2 for a week. The week seems to be so short. That was kind of the thing. It almost needs to be either 2 weeks of the 4 or something like that. I just find that by the time I realize what day it is, we're back to the beginning of the week.
Do we need to, I think I'll keep mine, but for you, if we were doing it, so you have 4 projects for the week that you're working on, and if you don't touch one of those projects, then that was kind of the project you had to work on until it was either the week was up or it was done.
Yes.
So, but then that means that you don't touch any of your other projects depending on how much of it, right? So we might have to adjust that a little bit to be the first 2 or 3 days you have to work on it or something like that, or you have to work on it for so many minutes every day. That's probably a better thing, to work on it for at least 20 minutes every day or something like that, or 10 minutes, depending on what you're...
Yeah, maybe that's something I would need to do.
Maybe better.
If I'm not going to cut down the number of projects I have for the week.
Yeah.
I probably...
Or the length, double the length of your time if you're going to have 4 projects for 2 weeks.
Yes. Which is basically what I've done.
Yes.
So I feel like it's been about 3 weeks that I've had these same projects as my projects.
Yeah.
So, and I need something new now. I can feel the...
It's boring.
Yeah. Okay, let me show. So this is my Yarn a Day calendar sweater. It's Stripes of Joy by Tiff Nealon is the pattern, and
so pretty.
She uses, I think, 4 or 5 colors and just does repeating stripes, right? Like it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'm fading through the Advent colors, so nothing's going to repeat. It's just going to keep fading through to the bottom. I think the last time we said we were going to put progress keepers.
I was going to make some and I didn't. Where'd yours?
I've got a progress keeper as a stitch marker on here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe I was just under the armpit. Was I in the green?
I remember.
I don't think I brought it last week to show. So.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, it would have been 2 weeks ago. We didn't last week's one. We didn't go over our whips. So.
Okay. So yeah, I've got another big stripe. So I'm about 3 inches under the armpit. And our knit along is supposed to go till the end of February. So
I think it's supposed to be the end of March because it was going till like spring, wasn't it? Going till like.
I'll have to check and see what we actually wrote down
because
for that.
You said that, and then the other day I was thinking, I was like, I think it's more like springtime.
Okay.
For some reason, I don't know why. I could be mixing that up with something else too. So.
Yeah. So
it's so pretty.
I definitely won't have it done by the end of February. It could get pretty close. Like it's on.
You can get the body done. Like, it's just the sleeves.
Like this part, the yoke went really quick. I was into it and I was excited. So if I can get excited about it again, it will go fairly quickly because it is on big needles.
Yeah.
This is, I'm holding fingering double in this, and it's on 5mm needles. So it's a worsted weight pattern, and it's coming along. It's coming along nicely. So I think this one should stay as a whip.
Yeah.
So that will be one of my ones going forward, and then I think everything else needs switched out.
Okay.
You want me to show them all? Which one?
Well, you were supposed to be only working on one project until it was done. So you want to see
that one?
I do.
Okay. So I hadn't touched my gray Marled Magic sweater, so it was my punishment project. And
is it done?
It's done.
See, how long did the eye cord take you?
I don't know, a few hours.
But like not long. Like not as long as you thought it was going to take, right?
Yeah. No, it was two evenings. Like I think I got like 3/4 of the way through in one evening. And then
I'll have to go take pictures so you can show them.
Yeah, so we'll take some pictures of me wearing this. It's huge. It's a big blanket. The eye cord done.
I want to try it on too.
The sleeves are done. The only thing that's not done, I pulled all these to the front.
I don't remember seeing those ones.
Yeah, I pulled them to the front to see if we wanted to do like a braid down there. But it's considered finished.
Yeah.
Having loose ends is kind of part of the design. I will still see what I want to do with them, if I want to braid them and move things to certain spots and stuff. I kind of started looking at them.
You have some braided, I think you just braid them just to keep them less tangly, right? Which looks nice like that. Like I like those ones that they're hanging out. That might be nice just to braid some of them that are hanging.
Yeah, so I did braid some just because there was a lot. Because my holding just double.
I think just double unless there's mohair with some of them, but I think for the most part it's just double.
But holding double and then changing and some of fading within a panel. So like this panel here, this one is a faded one. So like there's multiple yarns going through that. So there's lots of ends.
There's a lot of sections that were faded or striped of some sort, right?
Yeah.
So
there's a lot going on.
It's so pretty. Look, there's a stitch progress keeper.
There
you can put that on your when you just had
my other one.
There's a pickle over there in the bonding station.
This is my little red mitten. Just a little red mitten. Okay, so done.
Yay! It only took you a year.
Yes.
Because didn't we start like February?
The knit along started February 22nd. Yeah. And I think I might have cast on before.
We cast it on at the beginning of the year sometime. But
so it took a year.
It's so pretty.
So it's still cold enough that I might be able to wear it once or twice.
I might on the weekend.
Yes. It's big.
Yay!
It's a lot of sweater.
That's exciting.
So done.
Freezing.
Wakey. I'm going to keep showing all mine.
Sure.
Okay. So I, in true me fashion, had adjusted the rules anyway. So I really only had, I only had 3 projects with me because my blanket never counted as a project. Remember, I was going to do 1 square a week, and that wouldn't count as my.
Yeah, that was your year-long project.
So I've only had 3 projects since I finished my neon socks.
So I thought we added. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we added those socks.
Did these get added after I finished my neon socks?
Yeah.
I must have taken something else out.
We'll have to look at the first podcast again and see. Anyway.
Anyway, this is my Cider House sock by Summer Lee. And it's almost at the toe. I really wanted this one to be done. Like, it's still the first sock of the pair, but I wanted this one to be done so that I could move on to a different pair of socks to have as my whips. So I don't know if I'll keep it for another couple days and finish.
Yeah, just get that.
Make this as my main thing for a couple days and get that part done.
Finished. Yeah.
And then add something new. I need something new. So I guess even if I was to keep this one and the sweater, I could pick 2 new projects.
Oh, is that all your projects then?
Yes, just my blanket. I have an idea for it too. Just keep changing up the rules. It's not rules. Goals, whatever.
Yes, let's call them goals.
This is still attached.
Things to aspire.
That's interesting.
The yarn's still attached?
Yeah, and the needles, yeah. No, I was starting to pick up the next square. Okay. So I keep counting these and forgetting, but I wanted to add 52 squares, so this worked into the 52 weeks kind of thing. So
you would do a square a day or a week.
Square a week, and try and get this blanket further along anyway. It's been sitting kind of dormant for a while. So I think I'm at 10. Let's try 1, 2, 3. I need to put stitch markers on all of these because my memory is not going to stay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11. We're about to pick up from my 12th one. So we're on week 7 right now, and I have 11 of them done. We kind of had said maybe do 2 a week, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to do 1 a week. But then I want to get out my other blanket, my Starflower, and do 1 a week of those.
Yeah.
So now that I'm ahead on this can either just kind of get set aside for a couple weeks, and I can catch up on
because you have 11, and we're only on week 7.
Yeah.
So
I want to try and keep it up to the current week, but I can start catching up on my Starflower, and try and get both of them going at 1 a week.
And how much does that, like, if you do 52 squares, how close to being finished does that make that?
I haven't decided on the final size. So when I first pulled this out, you made me a coloring sheet,
and you haven't touched.
I know you didn't bring me my neon. That had nothing to do with this, but
that's right, it didn't. Still, it was gonna be
neon pencil crayons.
Go get them later.
I did play with the digital copy of it though. So I did 12 by 15, and is the size I was going to make. This is 10. So I don't
nice cozy blanket.
I don't think I need to go 12.
No, this seems.
So what I'm doing right now is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So I'm gonna get it 10 by 10. Did you like my math?
Yeah. Totally following you.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Yep. And that will get it 10 by 10, and then I'll start filling in the other side and see if I'm happy with it at 10 by 10. It's modular. I can make it 12 by 15 if that's what I end up wanting to do. But I'm going to start with like a 10 by 10 square. I might like the square with the mitered squares because they are each square, so it might be nice that the overall
fun, yeah.
Overall thing is square. Otherwise, I'll go a little longer. But
it's so squishy.
It's a good size. I like a lap blanket.
Yeah.
So for, throwing over your shoulders or throwing on your lap or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully,
it's so pretty.
I don't know exactly how many squares that means. I would need to finish it, but I will do that bath because that will probably get taken into consideration with what my actual goals are for this. Like if it's 64 left to do to complete this, then I'm going to want those done by the end of the year instead of just aiming for 52, right?
Right. And like you've done 11 in like the 4 weeks that you've been doing 2 a week. So depending on how long it takes you to do the star flower, is that what it's called? Star flower?
Yeah.
You might still be able to do 2 a week.
Mm-hmm. And this could, I did get into it for a while there. So this could be one of my main projects one week. I could, it doesn't have to be just the one a week. I could sit and do 10.
Like catch up or get ahead. And
And I have been really liking it, and it's got me wanting to do all the scrappy things. And I have quite a few scrappy things in my current whips. So
in your current whips. Okay.
Yeah, so I want to work through it. Like I want to have another scrappy knit along. That's when I started this. We had a scrappy knit along here at the shop in 2019. And so yes, I started this blanket in 2019, and it's gotten me really excited. And then Katrina's been working on a scrappy blanket, which I've wanted to do that one since that knit along. It's a corner to corner, and you leave your tails as the fringe. And I just love the way that's coming together. So, and I have so much yarn.
So stay tuned for scrappy knit along sometime. Eventually, one
I think
day,
I would like
maybe.
to do a scrappy knit along. I'd like to do an in person, and we can have an online component.
Yeah.
But I'd like that accountability, and maybe even if I don't cast anything new on for it,
right?
I have 3.
You have enough
full size scrappy projects.
What are your other ones?
My jigsaw puzzle.
Jigsaw, yeah.
The jigsaw puzzle by Stephen West, and that one sweater with all the purples and stuff.
Did you start that one?
It literally has like the back ribbing.
Okay.
It has a split hem.
Yes.
I'm ripping that out.
Because I was wondering if, I saw pictures of it, because I remember I did, the stuff on my iPad or whatever, right?
Yeah.
To, do it. We talked about it on the podcast and stuff like that. And then I saw that picture. It came up the other day. It was probably in Procreate. And I was wondering if you still had that, because I couldn't remember if you'd started.
Yeah, it's on the list. And it's just the back hem. I wanted to do that style because it's knit flat, and it's got, the baseball style or,
right.
a raglan sleeve, but knit flat, so then you can have a different color. Yeah. And so I thought that would be fun for all the things. But I know I would finish it faster if it was just top down. Yeah. A yoke style or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think maybe it was because I was getting into this that I thought I'd really like that. And this one is scrappy. It's supposed to be my house, my bum around the house sweater, keep me warm in the cold winters, but not absolutely wear outside of the house.
Which sweater was that? Oh, the purple one.
Yeah. Right. So we'll see if I decide to stay with that pattern or start something new. Yeah. But I do want that sweater. Just don't know
which pattern
I want.
I'm freezing. I'll be right back.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, you want to put that on? You tricky.
Look what I did.
That looks really good.
I haven't actually seen it on. I haven't put it on. It's actually, the sleeves I think are a little too short. But I haven't actually put it on since I did. You can't probably see that, but I was afraid to take the stitch markers off. You still can't see it. All the stitch markers are there. I I was going to block it, but I was afraid it wouldn't dry in time because I think I finished it. What day are we on? I think I finished it Sunday night. And I was too tired to... Like, I probably could have blocked it. Like, I probably should have... If I had gotten up when I was, like, done and just washed it, I would have had enough time to, like, do it. But I was, like, too tired to find towels and roll it out. And, like, I don't think I would have had to, like, pin it so much. I probably would have just laid it flat. But...
Yeah, that's all I would do. It would have, like, relaxed the... Oh, that's a dye lot change.
Yeah, definitely is a dye lot change. That's crappy. Good thing it's right where the elbow is and no one will ever see it.
And just after you stopped color work, so it's just like literally changing anyway, right? Like
Well, it's a new ball, and I did think about that. I was like, nah, it'll be fine. You can totally see it though. Yeah. It's still gonna be fine. I'm not changing, I'm not taking it out. Anyway, I finished
Jupiter cardigan. Jupiter, not cardigan.
Nope.
It's a crop.
It's not. It is a crop. You can't see it now. But I took the neckline out and redid it. Like I don't know if we ever talked about that on the podcast.
No, maybe we'll have to insert some pictures to show.
I don't know if I have pictures of it.
You have the picture you sent
Angie and I. Oh yeah, it was like a really... So there's more to the neckline. This is supposed to be... I don't know when Jolynn and Angie's are finished, or if you look at we'll insert a picture of the other one. My gauge was way off. My stockinette gauge is way off compared to the color work gauge. Yeah. So I ended up ripping a whole bunch of the neck out, which was a pain in the butt.
It was, because it's top down, so it was...
And color work, and it was messy.
Yeah.
Anyway, it worked out, but I had done the ribbing in whatever needle size I think the pattern had called for, even though my color work was too down. And it still was like flaring out. Yeah. So I took it out a couple rows and redid it in the smaller size that I ended up using for the ribbing for this. So hopefully it's still... But it hasn't been washed. I'm hoping it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. But I added... And here I think I added the crosses in this section here because the sleeves had it, and then I made this a little bit longer. Everything else I think
it was supposed to be a short sleeve, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be short sleeve, so it would have only gone to it would have gone to my elbow, like it would have been like to here is where like the end of the blue is where it would have stopped. But I don't have any long sleeve. That's not true. I only have I have a couple, but I don't have any. Anyway, I wanted a long sleeve sweater. So I'm saying like I don't have any, and like I have this one and this one and this one. I just don't have any DK weight or like thinner ones.
You wanted a long sleeve.
I wanted a long sleeve one, and I did it. Finished it. I might have to.
You might have to lengthen the sleeves.
I keep
pulled on it quite a bit.
I keep pulling on the sleeves.
Block it and then see what happens.
That's what I'm thinking. I'll just block it. I wanted I did do longer. You can't tell in here, but the ribbing stops here, so I did want longer ribbing.
It's so dark.
So yeah, if I have to take that off and do longer ribbing, then that's fine. Except for that color will be different because it's a new dye lot. Except for that looks okay like that there. It's just right here. It's just weird because that's color would have been the same color that this is.
It's from the same ball?
Maybe not. Maybe it was. Anyway, I don't know why that's so light looking right there. Don't look too close at it when you see it. Anyway, I'm very happy with it. I will block it.
It's really nice.
And see if the arms, they are pretty tight. I thought they were going to be okay. I thought they were going to have more ease in them. I shouldn't have decreased as much, but I'll block it and see. I think I am going to have to add more because I can see it here already. It's not... I want it another...
You've pulled on it so many times, you're definitely going to have to add.
But it feels tight. So I will block it first and then not knock over Jolynn's tea. Anyway.
I like it. It looks good.
It's really pretty.
Really good.
And I finish yours now?
Is this going to
be your...
Is that going to be my next one?
Your next one?
Maybe.
I added new rules, remember? How many times am I going to say rules in this?
What were your new rules? Oh, right.
And I didn't bring it down. I was going to bring the spinning wheel. My memory is very bad right now.
We went to go
Very
do
bad.
we went to go do something else and somehow ended up in this room and then got distracted from what we were supposed to be doing in the other room. Yeah. Within seconds.
So I've decided to add to my challenge a little bit. Yeah. So right now it's finish 4 whips from my current whip list, and I can cast on something new. And I decided to add that I have to finish 4 whips plus spin 100 grams of fiber before I can start anything new. I haven't been spinning in years, really, like besides the odd time for a couple minutes. I haven't really got into it, so I think that's going to be a good practice because I really do like spinning and I find it relaxing. And so I just want to keep it simple. And
are you going to spin throughout, or are you going to like spin 100 grams at once kind of thing, like finish your 4 whips and then do your spinning?
I'm just going to spin throughout. So if I get into spinning and I finished like 400 grams, I guess that could count forward to my next 4 things.
Or not.
Or not. It will depend how I feel at the moment.
Yeah.
But right now it was just kind of my way of
getting back into spinning.
Yeah. And then the other thing I was going to do was add my other crafts into my whip count. So I haven't actually counted them. I know I have like 1 cross stitch, a couple punch needle, and rug hooking. But yeah, I have a few different crafts, and I don't know how far I'll go with that. Like as I find things, if I'll just let it count, because it doesn't really add to the challenge too much, because it's still finish 4 things. It just will give me freedom of what things count as my 4 things.
It gives you more variety.
Yeah.
In your projects, right? Like if you want something else, where I was using those things as being able to cast on or do other things. Like I can't cast something on new on, so I'll like create a new project or something like that. I should just be working on some of those projects and stuff like that because I have a ton of them.
So yeah, I'm going to count all mine together.
Yeah.
The only thing that doesn't count is household projects. So goodbye walls. That's what my distraction will be.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, is this wallpaper peeling up? Oops. I don't have any wallpaper left in my house, so it's okay. I'll have to put some up.
Yes, let's go put some wallpaper up so you can rip it down. Go see if we can find like random wallpaper at like
Sledgehammer. I have linoleum. Linoleum
on the floors?
Is that the like big roll of like, yeah. So I have linoleum and it's like old, right? Like, so that is the same like kind of peeling.
Will it peel off though? Like will it even unroll?
It will come off the floor. It'll be a mess, and it's like on subflooring, and it's what needs to be done. It's already off in my laundry room from when I destroyed my laundry room, however long ago that was, when I took a day off. Taking days off is very bad for my house. It really is. It's really bad for my house. Because I don't and then finish anything.
So do you need to do 52 weeks of house projects? Like every week you need to... You can't finish a project every week, but like...
I need to focus on my house. Like it needs to focus and be done because it causes more problems.
Yeah.
It causes a lot more problems. So... I randomly ripped apart my bedroom. I'm now in a little like spare office-y thingy because my walls are gone in my bedroom, and then that was it. Done. Interest level complete. Exposed 120-year-old wood walls that need to be finished. And then the next time I took a day off, instead of finishing in there, and like I wouldn't have been able to finish it, but there's still like little things I could have done to get it prepped, ready to finish it. Instead of doing that, I tore apart the laundry room and started ripping down walls in there.
Right.
And so that has half walls ripped down, a bunch of stuff, and linoleum peeled up off the floor, which connects to my kitchen and connects to my bathroom and connects to everything. But not done. So that's hard to keep clean when you have subflooring exposed. Mm-hmm. It's a mess. And then the one day I had to stay home and I was cleaning instead of starting a new project, and I broke a window. So
it's still not fixed.
No, I needed a whole new window. So it's like closed and good, and it's just beside my laundry room, and the wall I want to take out and the closet I want to take out. I'd like to put windows in if I can afford to do it, and so it's on the south wall, and so I'd like there to be big windows there. So then if I get people to come put windows in, then that one would kind of be included in that. We'll figure out how the window layout's going to be. If not, I just have to buy a window and put it in. It's main floor, so we could probably do it ourselves. Yeah. If it's a standard, well, I guess even if it's not a standard size, we'd have to order it. But I broke windows, so that was fun. Anyway, taking these off is very bad for my house. Nothing gets done. It just gets worse.
It's gotta get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. Except for not in this way. All right. What else you got? So Jillian and I both hadn't worked on these sweaters. So we both had punishment projects.
Yeah, so this was I didn't touch this at all. Not last podcast, the one before when we talked about whips. I hadn't touched this one at all. I was at the sleeve point. I had done, I think, the color work and everything like that, but I had to do the sleeves and I was not interested in it. And the sleeves took me like no time at all, like 2 nights. I think I did this sleeve over 2 nights or whatever, but like this one I did all on Sunday. Yeah. It didn't take long at all. So, they're not long enough. Which is weird because I did try this one on before I finished it, like before I cast it off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this one was my punishment project.
I like that name for it.
Before I started doing that though.
Before she focused on the one she was supposed to focus on, she knit on something else first.
I finished this one. These are my bloomers.
Are we going to insert a picture?
Yeah, if I can get a good one. Yeah, there'll be pictures of our projects anyway. Yeah. So they're done. They're a tad bit big.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll leave them like that for now. And then I do want to make another pair. So I might use these to make like the modifications off of, and then I might rip it back and adjust it a little bit and make changes. But for now,
yeah,
they're fine for
I think that's
my dress and stuff like that. They're not.
I think it's a good idea. We had discussed this and keeping them whole so that when you're making the next pair, you can keep comparing where it was too big or
yeah. I might even lengthen the legs a little bit. Like they're okay, but anyway, I really like them, so I will make a second pair. That's like be one of my first cast-ons almost that I kind of want to do.
Yeah,
but by the time I've lost interest because I won't be able to cast on until April, and then April it'll be too warm to have these. So also, I might regret saying this. But remember how, like, when I was saying that, like, 100 days of whips was ridiculous?
Yeah.
And, like, April 10th was, like, a really long time. And then we switched to, like, 52 days of
52 weeks.
52 weeks.
Yeah.
But with cast-ons. But now I'm kind of tempted not to do any cast-ons.
Ever?
For the whole year. But that's, like, really... That's, like...
Do you need me to laugh at you and tell you can't do it so that you do it?
But that's a challenge, right? Like that's just, I want to get as many whips finished as possible, which is still the whole point of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I want to be very selective with what I do cast on. Like, I don't want to just, like, people come in the store all the time with like patterns. I'm like, oh, I love that. Or like, and it's like, I want to cast it on, but like, I want to know that I'm going to make it and do it. Like this sweater, right? Took me 8 weeks.
So you should break yours down like I did a little further and decide what you think your comfortable number of whips is.
Yeah, like
I said I want no more than 5 sweaters on at a time and no more than 5 pairs of socks on at a time.
Yeah.
And I left everything else open because right now I don't keep a ton of other things on the needles. So if you looked at all your stuff and kind of gave yourself that goal, it would mean you have to finish more before you cast on those main things.
True.
And then it still gives you some freedom to like cast on a new sweater once you get to that.
Yeah.
Once you get to that goal. So
but
I would
that's
look
the thing. Is
like that.
It's almost like I want like 2 pairs of socks and 2 sweaters. Like that's it, right? Like I don't want a lot because I can finish something. It doesn't take that long for me to finish it, right? So if I don't have all these other projects to do, I can cast another one on if I just focus on one sweater.
Mm-hmm.
But
you said it out loud on the camera.
I hope you all had your earmuffs on.
You know what? It probably wouldn't be a bad challenge for you. 52 is a lot, but I think you have...
Oh, but I have so many projects. And so many that...
I didn't bring my sheet up. I counted after we did the ripping last week where we were both at. I don't have that one in front of me, but we can maybe post a picture here, but insert here. But so I can't remember where you're at.
But I think I ripped out like 7 projects or something like that. I did finish frogging them last night, so they are done.
Yeah.
I brought the yarn so I could take a picture of all the balls, right? Some of them I just kind of tossed. Yeah. I wasn't going to do anything with them, so we don't have all of those, but I did finish frogging the ones that we started frogging last week, so they are done. But I think I did something like 7 or something like that. Yeah. So, and I was still around the 50 mark, right? Because I found a project last week.
No, I think it brought you down closer to 40.
No, but I was at 50 before frogging. I was still around the 50 mark. So I think I was at 49, but then I found a project. I frogged that project, so I might have had like 8 now or something like that. So yeah, I'm closer to 40. So I have like 41 or 42 maybe. Oh, because I finished this and I finished those. Yeah, I have to do a count.
Yeah,
and see what it is.
You have to do a list like mine,
so that I can cross. I have a digital list. Like I have a list in the computer, so I should either print it out, and I think it's sorted by. I don't know if it's sorted by both things or if it's just a main list right now.
Yeah,
I think it's sorted by both actually, so I can flip back and forth. Just a main list. I should print it, and then because I finished socks, my bloomers, and this sweater.
Yeah.
So it would be 49, plus I frogged 7 or 8 things. So that's... I can't do math.
It's all right. I have it written down somewhere so we can double check it.
Yeah.
And confirm. It's not here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So anyway, yeah, I do want to look at my whips and I want to see how many I want to keep on, because that's the thing. I think that like doing a sweater like this, if I didn't have any other projects, it would have been done way faster. Like, that's what I sit and I knit for 2 or 3 hours, 3 or 4 nights a week. Mm-hmm. And I can get through things pretty fast if I don't have 1,000 projects that are pulling me in all different directions. So I just have to start adding things to my queue on Ravelry. Mm-hmm. And that's why I have so many things, because it's like I cast them on so I can do them, right? Otherwise I won't do them. It's like, then I don't need to do them.
Yeah.
Like some things if I really want to do it, then I'll still really want to do it when I'm able to do it, kind of thing.
Yeah, and there's some interest because you have so much right now. As you start getting down, it might get harder. Yeah. But it also will show you which other ones to rip.
Yeah.
Like it should. Yeah. It's like, finish or frog it, right? Like kind of do
like these.
What is in there? Oh, the ones I assigned to you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you over them? Have you done anything?
Mm-hmm. I am over them.
You didn't work on them at all?
I did. I purposely went and did one row last night, so I didn't have
all of them.
Yeah, we're all attached, so I have to do one row on like all of them.
This is Jillian's 6 at a time socks. She has 6 socks on one circular needle.
So they do need to. First of all, they need to go on chagus because I can't. Like, I don't know what length this is. I think this is a 24-inch. I don't think that's 32. I think it's 32.
It might be 32.
Well, it needs to go on a longer cable because this cable this cable is so stiff. I don't have enough room to move on it. So last night was really frustrating. First of all, the tangle needs to be dealt with, which is fine. But
okay,
I was not enjoying the needles,
yes.
So I did bring other needles. For the life of me, I could not read. Maybe you can read them. Maybe I can read them now. It's daytime. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that says 2 millimeter, but I could not read it last night. Like the light was shining on them weird. Anyway, I was going through them. I'm like, I don't really know where I left off.
Let's see how my eyes are doing.
I might just kind of skip to the next pattern. Like I think instead of keep going on like the section that I'm on, I might just skip to the next section and keep going because it's really hard to tell where I'm at. I guess.
Can't see at all.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they choose. I'll hold them up next to them or put them in one of the needle
Use
gauges.
a needle gauge?
Yeah. But yeah, like I can't really tell where I'm at. Like I don't know that I've ever really had a printed pattern because it was off Coop Knits Instagram page. So I just had, like every time I went to go do them, I would like screenshot all her Instagram posts that have all the instructions for them. And I thought I had them written out once, but maybe they're in like a document that I saved, but I couldn't find them on my phone last night. I will try. So yes, because I hadn't worked on anything on them all week, I was like, I purposely want to go and do one row so I don't have to be my main focus for this week.
So here's the thing I see with these, like if you're like finish it or frog it, you don't have to continue with this challenge of it being 6 at a time. Yeah. You could take 2 off.
Well, there's 3 are one set and 3 are another. So I was thinking about doing 3 and 3. So like do them tandem. So I'll do a section and then do a section or whatever. So I could do that and that would lessen it. I do want to try changing the needles and see if that helps and do a longer one so they're not so crazy. And then just deal with the things. The yarn is separated into like 2. Like I do have half of them in something else. So that probably if I just like twisted this around, it would help to begin with. But one set of 3 has, there's 9 strands right now. Because one set has
good color work going on it.
Something like that. Yeah, one's got color work. So
that's crazy.
It's not so bad. So yes.
It's crazy.
Last night I was like, oh, I'm over this. I'm like, but 6 at a time socks, but like they're cute. I like the idea of them, so I might I'm gonna switch the needles, and then if I have to put them onto 2, like 3 and 3, and I might just switch what section I'm on. Like I think I'm supposed to go further, but I can't really tell where I am, so I think I might just skip to the next section and then keep going from there. Then I'll at least know where I am.
Yeah.
So I did 1 round on those, so I didn't have to be stuck doing them all week. And I think I'll need a longer cable. Unless I split them.
I think you should split them.
I don't, like, if the cable, like, these are thinner. Yeah, that's not long enough. It's the same length. These ones are too thin to have 6 on at a time because I can't push it through easily enough.
Yeah.
Where the zings are the cords are a little stiffer.
Is that a fixed zing or is it tips?
It's fixed.
There's zing doesn't do tips. That's fine.
So, I'll try them on this and see how it goes. And if I can move them around, it's just the cord's more flexible and it's just easier to do, then great. And if not, then they will get split up. And we'll see how far I go. I have not really, I don't think I touched my Advent. I did touch it this week, but only yesterday. Like, I haven't done much of it. I made 2, like, I even looked at, I even looked at my square. I was like, oh, where am I at? I'm like, oh, I think I'm at this one. No, I did the same square twice, except for because I moved where the main color is, but they're the same colors. I was like, oh, wow. Good job, Jillian. Did I do 3? No, that one's already ends woven in. So I did do 3, but I did 3 squares.
Sharon's blanket here. Or did she end up packing it up?
No. Is it on the table? It's just on the table in the sock room. I'm gonna grab it.
That's not it. The big crochet blanket?
But it was folded up on one of the.
Oh, was it?
On one of the tables. Oh no, because those are those other ones. It might be folded up in the back. Because it was on the table when we came back.
After her class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's here. Yeah, maybe we'll grab it or get some good pictures and insert them. But
I was gonna.
It's so exciting. You should just look at that blanket so that you're like.
I was gonna join these last night, but then I was like, no, because these are all, the main color, the main skein, and I want to have some of the other 2 colors, like a lighter and darker one or whatever.
Yes.
So I didn't want to start joining them. I was just gonna do it just to kind of get a sense of how they were, but I still need to weave 2 ends in on each of these. So I did get 3 done. They still take a while. Like, it is faster now that I'm doing the magic knots and stuff like that, or whatever they're called. It still takes a long time, and it's like, if I just done a stupid sweater, I could have been way farther ahead. These are going to take forever to do. It won't be done. But definitely not by the end of the month, and still not even by the end of next month or whatever, if it did go that far. But it's going to be so pretty. It's going to be so pretty.
You need to do 1 a day.
I almost want to do 2 a day. But that's a lot. I should time it.
Just
I haven't
do
timed
1
it.
a day and then see what happens.
1 a day is not enough. I have to sit these out. Do you know how many?
It's better than 1 a week, like you did this week.
I did 3. I did 3 this week.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I did 2 last night and 1 during the day. I made my repeat one. And now they're all messed up. So we had my ends woven in. I did 2 last night. So. Yes, I think that's what I think I should do. At least 1, like every night when I sit down to knit, that should be the first thing to do, is to crochet a square. So I have at least 1. Yeah, and I'll have to still see how big I want it. It's take a lot.
You don't have 14 of those done by the time we film next week. 14 new ones done.
It's 2 a week now. You just gave me 2.
Oh, that's what
2
you
a day.
originally said. I just want to see if that's right. If you don't have it, then it's your sole focus next. The week after.
Mean.
14.
I'm just going to go do 14 of them at once.
Good. Then it's done, and then you can move on to your other stuff.
I will not be coming into work tomorrow. Because I've stayed up all night doing 14 granite squares. And I need to start weaving the ends in. So I did say that last time. I think that, like, I wasn't going to worry about the ends, and at the end of the week, just kind of weave them all in.
Yeah.
But I need to actually do that, because I know that the end, I won't want to do it either. So, and it takes, I think it takes too long to do in the moment to weave in those extra ends.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do them at the end of the week. Anyway. So I only have 2 projects right now.
Me too. So how are we going to choose our next ones?
I don't know. I want to do, I don't have a sweater on, so I was thinking of doing the one that I cast on Christmas Eve from the 52 weeks of Easy Knits.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's called. It's like sight, but I don't know. There's an accent on it, so I don't know. It's like CITE, something like that. So I don't know how it is pronounced properly, but I think I want to do that one.
Yeah.
And I don't.
So what do you have? You have your blanket? And
I have
all those socks.
And all those socks, yeah. I could put the socks away. I've had them for a week now. No, I want to try them and see if I can figure out how I want to do them. I was also thinking, I don't even know if I have the yarn for them anymore. Like, I have plenty of yarn, but I was going through an Advent. So I have to see if my Advent box... Minis? Yeah. I had put them all back into the Advent box in the color order or whatever. Yeah. So I have to see if they're even still in there. One of my mad cleaning sessions, I was like, I don't know what these are for. And I pulled them all out.
Possibly, right?
So, because if they're not in there anymore, then I have no motivation to do 6 at a time socks like that.
There we go.
So they might get frogged, which is kind of sad because they were fun.
Yeah.
But, so yes, 6 at a time socks and my blanket. Mm-hmm. And then I think I want to do that sweater. I could finish that hat.
The blue speckle.
I think I might have left it at home because I don't think I just brought all my yarn that I'd frogged so I could take a picture of it quickly.
The blue speckle one?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we just talked about just finishing it off without the actual pattern because it's got bobbles and stuff like that, but just doing a ribbing and just kind of completing it. So
yeah, geo size and yeah. There you go.
There.
Done.
Mine are picked.
Chosen. Okay, what am I going to do?
I think that for next week I will let people, maybe I'll put a post up for what project they want me to see me work on for the week after the next time I finish a project or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do the same. So I'm going to pick 2 to add, and then we can put up a post, and the next time we add something new, they can choose what's
yeah, if we do it now, then there'll be enough time for them to do it. So yeah. So what are you gonna do? Oh, I get to pick. You picked my last ones. Give me this.
Okay.
I don't know what half of these names mean.
Yeah, you do. And there's silence. So I have a sweater and a sock.
Oh.
I have it down here for you to take pictures of. So I still have a couple whips that don't have pictures for Ravelry. So
okay. No, I was going through like so your stuff. So that one's done. So your Northwood, which I thought you had on your list, that's your striped BFL Leo and Roxy one.
Yes.
But you showed it, but wasn't actually part of your list.
No, we decided to wait so that I'd finish
what you had. Yeah. And then I don't know what the shifty is. And then I do know what the shifty is. I take that back. But then I saw the Sun Gazer, which is one I don't even know that you knit one panel of it.
No,
and I did the rest of it.
I knit like 3.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Did you do my center square?
I started the center square. You did some of it.
So I think I did 3 triangles then.
And then I must have finished the front.
I didn't even pull it out of the bag. I have no idea where it's at.
I think the one panel's done.
I think the front's done.
And then I might have started the second square for you.
Yes, we'll see how our gauge matches up. That should be good.
I don't know. The rest of it was...
We'll see.
I don't know. You haven't looked at it.
I literally didn't pull it out of the bag. It is down here to get a picture done, though. So we can
I probably don't have pictures of it finished. Okay. Anyway, that's what I kind of want to make you do because it's a fun one.
Okay.
Not the right season, but it's fun. I say Sun Gazer, and then I don't know. You do one of your socks. You have like all these socks that say half. Are they like you've got one sock done?
Yeah. I wrote half here because I'm almost done that one. So
yeah,
technically, but
what's this one?
Done.
It doesn't have. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, is that what the stars are?
Yeah. Asterix is ripped and stars are done.
Yeah.
Okay, pick one more. Either a sock or something else. Those don't really count.
What is this?
So chic cowl?
Yeah.
It's the one out of this color. It's what's his name? You're asking me hard questions. It's called the So Chic Cowl. We will put a thingy up saying what it is. It's DK weight. You knit it this way, and then You knit it lengthwise.
Is that blue one? Did I take a picture of that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah.
Then you use like a suri alpaca to do like a little bit of like a lining. Not quite a lining, but just like a...
Yes, you should do that one.
Okay.
There you go.
Cowl and
Cowl
sun gazer.
and sun gazer.
Okay, fine. And if I don't work on something, it becomes my main project. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are your other 2 projects? Oh, your Advent and your sock, right?
Yeah.
But your sock, did you want to keep that as a project, or do you?
I want to finish it. I want to finish it. So
I guess
fine.
that
So I
you
won't
might as well
have
just keep it, then you'll only have 3 projects to work on, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I won't have a sock, but that will be fine.
well, you just pick up a sock if you want one. Like your bear paw ones are fun.
Yeah.
They're DK, right? So
I have 2 sets of DK ones. Those ones should all finish up pretty quickly.
yeah, so one of those. So you watch the back of our heads as we look at the
Sorry. That's hilarious. Is that so? Did you show everything? I showed everything?
Yeah.
Excellent.
You did have very much.
Excellent. Is there anything else to show up here?
No. We didn't.
Cool.
Always takes longer than I think it's going to take to show all of our stuff, though.
Yeah. All right, well.
Do you want to do...
We don't really have anything to hold up or show, but I guess we can do inserts.
No, we can just do some inserts.
We can do some inserts. We do have a couple, we've been getting lots of books in. There's been a lot of books showing up over the last little while, so go check out our book page. But there's a couple pre-orders that I know a lot of people will be interested in. So this is the one that gets released first, yeah. So Neons and Neutrals by Aimée of La Aimée. It's going to be up on our website for pre-orders, and it's released March 3rd, so it won't ship until March 3rd. So that one's really exciting. So if you liked the worsted book, I think by Aimée, you will love this book, and
it looks really pretty.
Yeah, a lot of different fun stuff. But yeah, check out the website. There'll be sneak peeks into what's going to be in that book. The next release is the newest issue of Pom Pom Quarterly, which is issue 44, and it's going to be released on the 16th. So that's up. You can get a sneak peek of that.
Some back issues if you need some ones you're missing. We've got some hot stock.
Yeah. And then the next pre-order, this one's exciting. You're excited about this one, I think. Ish.
Yeah, even though I just got the other one, so
is 52 Weeks of Socks Volume 2. So there's a whole new book of 52 Weeks of Socks coming out, and it will be released on the 31st. But it will be up on the website for pre-order as well. And
yeah, I have the 52 Weeks of Socks. I'm hoping to have 52 Weeks of Easy Knits.
52 Weeks of Shawls.
52 Weeks of Shawls would be mine. And then, the second one, I haven't knit anything from any of them yet, but, oh no, that's not true. The 52 Weeks of Easy Knits, I'm working that sweater.
Yeah, and that's going to be here this week.
That's this week's project. Gotta pull it out.
What else did we say?
For me for this week?
Yeah.
Because this is horrible.
The memory's bad.
What was it?
I don't know if we named it. Maybe we didn't even get there.
Are you sure? I feel like we did.
You need to make your list. That's your other.
I have my list, so I have to print it out so I have a physical copy of it.
Yeah.
I have my other. Anyway, what did we say though?
This could take forever.
It could. You're gonna sit here while we figure this out, guys. Tell me. Tell me what it was.
Katrina's already yelling it at us.
She is.
She's texting it to us right now.
Come on, Katrina. Text me.
But not right now.
Text me when you get this and you tell me, figure out what my 3rd or 4th whip was supposed to be. We'll figure it out as soon as we turn this off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I know. It was the hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well
I probably would have figured that out when I got home because I had the bag sitting on the couch.
Excellent. All right.
Man. All right. So pre-orders for some new books on the website. We are going to figure out what we're doing with our whips. You've got yours figured out. I don't. I am tempted to do very little cast-ons this year, though.
Yeah.
I think I'm crazy, but
do some math. We'll do some math and figure that out. We'll come back.
We'll
get back to you with that.
I think that's everything.
I think that's everything. Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.